Good morning to you, good morning to you. We're all in our places with sun shining faces. Oh, this is the way to have a good day. Hello, my sweet students. Welcome to another fun music class. This is going to be our last class for quite a few weeks because we will be enjoying our holiday break. I am so excited, but I can't believe it's going to be so long until I see you guys again. So let's make this class really count. We have a lot of fun songs to sing and rhythms to clap and a beautiful song from our composer. That's so much fun. So let's get started and sing through our scales. And then we're going to use our major scale to have a fun little guess that tune. So make sure you're really trying your best with your hand signs and your notes during our major scale. Okay, let's go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Very good. Let's do our major triad. 1, 2, ready, go. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. Excellent at that top do for our major arpeggio. 1, 2, ready, go. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. Very good. And then what do? We go down to our la for our minor scale. 1, 2, ready, go. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. Very nice. And now our minor triad. 1, 2, ready, go. La, do, mi, do, la. Nice. Now add that top la for our, last but not least, minor arpeggio. 1, 2, ready, go. La, do, mi, la, mi, do, la. Nice job! Now let's go take a look at our mystery tune. Okay, so we are going to be playing a game called Guess That Tune. If you have ever been with me in the classroom, you might know that I really like to play this game. And the way it works is we're going to start singing a song using our major scale notes. And then you are going to try and guess what song we're singing by recognizing the melody without the words. So I have picked a really, really, really popular holiday song that I'm pretty sure every single one of you knows. So we are going to sing it on solfege. I will sing a line of it with my hand signs, and then you will sing it back to me, preferably with your hand signs. And as we go, you might go, I know what this is, and you can call it out. But we are still going to go all the way to the end of the song using our solfege so you guys get the experience. And then we can sing it all the way through using our words. Okay? Okay, let's get started. Here's our first line. So, mi, re, do, so. So, so, mi, re, do, la. La, fa, mi, re, ti. So, so, fa, re, mi. So, mi, re, do, so. So, so, mi, re, do, la. La, la, fa, mi, re. So, so, so. So, la, so, fa, re, do. If you don't know it yet, you're about to probably figure it out. So, mi, 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 mi. Mi, so, do, re, mi. Fa, 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 mi, mi. Mi, so, so, fa, re, do. All right, you guys, if you have figured it out, call it out on 1, 2, 3. Very good. That is our Jingle Bells. So let's sing it through on our solfege, all the way through, and then we'll sing it with our words, okay? All right, let's do it. 1, 2, ready, go. So, mi, re, do, so. So, so, mi, re, do, la. La, la, fa, mi, re, ti. So, so, fa, re, mi. So, mi, re, do, so. So, so, mi, re, do, la. La, la, fa, mi, re, so, so, so. So, la, so, fa, re, do. So, mi, 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 so, do, re, mi. Fa, 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 mi, mi, so, so, fa, re, do. Very good, you guys, and I'm not gonna leave you hanging. Let's sing it through on our words because I know that it is one of your guys' very favorite holiday songs. Okay. 1, 2, ready, go. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse you guys. All right, so that was just a fun little warm-up. We are about to get into our song for this week officially, and one of the requests I got quite a few times was for Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, which is just fine with me. I love that song. It's so much fun, and it's actually pretty easy. So we are going to take a look at that right now. Okay, cool. So here's our first set of lyrics. There's gonna be two. I think they're pretty easy, pretty intuitive, and I know a lot of you guys know this song really well, but just to make sure that everybody feels confident singing, we're gonna go through it line by line, just like usual, because I want everybody to feel confident singing. So when we get to the song, I want to hear you all loud and proud, okay? Rocking around the Christmas tree, at the Christmas party hop, mistletoe hung where you can see, every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie, and do some caroling. Nice, and that's our first set of lyrics, so let's try it all together. Feel free to kind of groove as we're going through it, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop, mistletoe hung where you can see, every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and do some caroling. Good job, you guys! Okay, so our second set of lyrics is a little shorter. I think it's really, really fun. And we're gonna sing it twice through. I'll show you why later. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with bells of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Very nice. So the reason we're gonna sing it through twice, just this part, is at the end, we need a big finish. It's the holiday season. We gotta bring on the drama. So the second time we do it, we're gonna go, in the new old-fashioned way. Give it a shot. Very nice. So just make sure you save that for the second time through. You don't want to give it to them too soon, right? We want to build to it. Okay, very nice. So let's try this set of lyrics, and we're going to pretend that it's the first time we're singing it through. So we're not going to do our big finish. We're going to save it, right? We're going to do our normal finish. We're going to trick them. All right. 1, 2, ready, go. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the hall with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. All right, nice job, you guys. I think we are ready to give it a real performance with our piano. So, let's go for it. All right, you guys, show me big smiles. Feel free to move and groove through the song. Give me some spirit fingers, whatever makes it feel festive and holiday-ish for you. Okay? 1, 2, ready, go. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see, every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the hall with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the hall with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Very nice job, you guys. That is such a fun song. Gets me in the holiday spirit. I hope it did the same for you. It's gonna be our last song together for the calendar year. We won't have another one until January, so I hope you enjoyed it. Let's move on and try our rhythm for this week. All right, here we are again at our rhythms. So we're going to review the rhythms that we've learned so far and then the one that we added last week. So we have our quarter note, which gets 1 beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got a half note, which gets 2 beats, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Quick tip, sometimes if you're having trouble holding through those rhythms, I'll either clasp my hands together so that I'm not going to be tempted to reclap it, or I'll make it one prolonged movement. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Try it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, which brings us to our dotted half note, which gets 3 beats. So if we want to clap it in a 4/4 measure, which needs 4 beats, we're going to need 1 extra beat, right? 3, 1. So let's clap a dotted half note and a quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Now, our whole note gets 4 beats. It is our biggest note, the biggest note of all. And so we're going to hold all the way through all 4 counts because it gets all 4 of those beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, very nice. So, last week we learned about a very special new rhythm that looks like this. It looks like a little quarter note with a tail. And this note is called our 8th note. And it gets half of a beat. So remember, I broke my chocolate piece in half. 2 8th notes, 1 beat. So, most of the time, for the time being, we are going to see 2 8th notes together. 8th notes are really close friends. They like to travel in pairs. So, way more often, you are going to see 2 8th notes. And the 2 8th notes lose their tails because they join forces in the middle. So, if we have our 2 tails, they join together. So, 2 8th notes would get 1 beat, right? We got a half and a half, that makes a whole beat. 1 whole beat. Or another way to look at it is 2 8th notes would get the same amount of time or beat as 1 quarter note, right? All right, cool. So here is a slightly different table than the one we looked at last time. Last time we had a pyramid. This one's more of a table. Whatever works for you is the one that you should be thinking about in your brain. But at the very top, we have our whole note. And you can imagine this table as each level being 1 measure in a 4/4 pattern. So our top is our whole note, and our whole note gets 4 beats. It takes up the whole of the measure. That's why it's called a whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that. Very good. Then we have our half notes, and our half notes get 2 beats each. So they're called a half note because each one of them takes up half of the measure. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Give that a shot with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. And what I like about this table is it includes our dotted half note. So if you look at our dotted half note, we need a dotted half note and a quarter note to get us through a 4/4 measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Then we move on to all quarter notes. So our quarter note would take up 1/4 of the measure. So we need 4 of them to get through a 4/4 measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Try it. Beautiful. And then here we have our 8th notes, our connected 8th notes. So remember, when you're doing your 8th notes, first of all, you need 8 of them to make up a whole measure. That's why they're called 8th notes. And you're going to put in a little and so that you can make 2 of them in 1 beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Give it a shot. Beautiful job. So what I would like to do right before we look at our rhythm for today is let's clap through each of these little bars. So we're going to read it from top to bottom. So we're going to clap that whole note, then the half notes, then the dotted half note, then the quarter notes, then the 8th notes. So just go down the table, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Beautiful job, you guys. Okay, I think we're ready for our rhythm for this week. So here it is. All right, so we've got lots of 8th notes, and we've got one of every single rhythm that we've learned so far. At least one of every single rhythm. So it's going to be super fun. It's going to be a great combination of everything you've learned so far this year. So, just like usual, I'll clap a line, or I'll clap a measure and you clap it back to me. And then when we get to a line, we'll clap it all together. All right, let's make some music. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, so that's one of those big whole notes that it's really tempting to clap an extra beat in, but no, we go all the way to the end of the measure. All right, wonderful job. Let's try that whole first line together. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you make it all the way through the whole note without clapping? I hope so. All right, if you didn't, keep it in mind for when we go through the whole thing. All right, so here is our second system, our second line. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Very good. So those last two measures I think is the hardest little spot in the whole rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Because you don't get any little stop in between those eighth notes at the end of the measure and the eighth notes at the front. So just keep that in mind as we try that whole second line together, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Very nice, you guys. Good. So just watch those last two measures. I know they're a little bit tricky. So let's try it all the way from the top, from that very, very, very first line. All right. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Very nice, you guys. All right. For my more advanced kiddos, let's try a slightly more speedy round of it, okay? Maybe we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. About that fast. Just challenge yourself. This is just for fun, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Haha, very good. If you made it through even a little bit of the speedy round, pat yourself on the back. Sometimes it's fun to do our rhythms a little faster after we've tried them slow because you can see how much those eighth notes pop when you're in a slightly faster tempo. All right, very, very nice, you guys. Wonderful job. So let's move on to my favorite part of the class. Composer of the Month. All right, my lovely, lovely students. We have been spending December learning all about Sergei Prokofiev. He lived from 1891 to 1953, that's 61 years for him, and he was Russian, which means he's from a very big country called Russia. It is in Europe and Asia. It's very, very cold up there, and because most of his compositions are from the 1900s, that means that he is a modern era composer. When we return from break, we're going to talk more about what these eras mean. But just remember that he's a modern era composer. And he was an excellent piano player. That was definitely his instrument of choice. He was super talented at it. He could have made a living just playing piano. But he also was a very skilled composer, lucky for us. A little fun fact about him, because this is our last week with him, is that he loved playing chess. That's a kind of board game. It's like a very, very complicated checkers, and he even at one point beat the world champion of chess at the time. So he was really, really, really good at it. He liked to play chess a lot. And a very important fact about him for today is that he composed film scores. Do you remember what that means from back in September with our September composer, Ennio Morricone? It means that you write the music that you hear in movies. And we are going to be taking a look at some of the music he composed for a film today. Right, so today we are going to be looking at a piece called Troika from a movie called Lieutenant Kijé. And I picked Prokofiev for our December composer pretty much entirely because of this piece, because I wanted something super duper festive to send you guys into holiday break with, and this song was perfect. I heard it and I was like, oh my goodness, we have to do this in December. A troika is think of it as like a horse-drawn sleigh. So there's 3 horses on the front. You're going to see a picture on the next slide, and there's a carriage behind, and it pulls through the snow. And these carriages can get up to 35 miles an hour, which isn't very fast for a car, but for horses and open air, it's super, super fast. So imagine that you're on this kind of fun, really, really fast sleigh ride. And that is the feeling that this piece creates. I'm super excited about it. Let's learn some more on our next slide. So on this picture on the side of our screen, you can see a troika. So you've got 3 beautiful, strong horses in the front and a carriage in the back. And remember, these go super duper fast. And like I mentioned before, this is going to be from a film score. So this would have been the music that they were hearing in the theaters when a troika ride was happening. And the movie that it's from is called Lieutenant Kijé. So a lieutenant is a position in the military. So to start out, this piece uses a traditional Russian military melody. You might be able to recognize, maybe not the specific melody, but that it does sound kind of Russian, kind of folk song-esque. So give a listen to that, see if you can hear it. Something that sounds maybe a little different from some of the other music we've listened to in this class. And like I mentioned, it just feels like you are on a sleigh ride in the snow, going as fast as the horses and the wind can take you. So just enjoy that feeling as we're going through. You can even do a little bounce, like a gallop as you're going through it. That's the speed, the tempo we're working with. One of the most fun and Christmassy holiday things about this piece is that it has a lot of sleigh bells in the music. So you're going to hear these little ding ding dings going through it. And then it also features something called pizzicato strings, and I'm going to tell you what that means over on the next slide. The many cool things about this piece is that the strings are playing pizzicato. So usually when you see, per se, a violin, they have a bow and they're playing it by rubbing the bow over the strings. But in today's listening, they're actually going to be plucking it, almost like it's a guitar. It's very, very cool, and you'll see it if you watch closely. They're going plunk, 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 plunk. And what that sounds like is kind of like horse hoofs, like a little gallop. So it adds to just the feeling of the piece, this wonderful fantasy that you're in a horse-drawn carriage. All right, so we're going to take a look at this piece. We have a full orchestra scene for you guys. It is conducted by a man named André Previn. He is a very, very famous conductor. He just passed away last year, actually. He was the conductor at London Symphony Orchestra for many, many years. So I hope you enjoy it. It's a wonderful rendition of it. Without further ado, Troika. Wasn't that so much fun? I love that piece. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I've been listening to it and playing along in my head almost all week. I can't get enough of it. I'm always in that wonderful snowy sleigh in my head. All right, and that concludes, can you believe it, our last class of 2020 together. I've had so much fun with you this year. I can't wait to see what January in 2021 holds for us. And I hope that you have such a wonderful holiday break with your families. If you celebrate Christmas, I hope that Santa comes and visits you and brings you something amazing. And if not, I hope you have a wonderful time doing whatever it is you do during this holiday break. All right, so for the last time in 2020, let's sing our goodbye song. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Bye-bye, butterfly. I'll see you again next time. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Bye-bye, butterfly. I'll see you again next time. I'll see you again